This is a vintage two-tier record storage and record player stand. This is the way I display them. And I picked these up for usually $5. This one actually was, I had to pay $20 for this one. And mostly I was intrigued by it because it had a very solid top to it, not just the metal ribs, but sort of this perforated, and it had a sort of a bronze look to it more than brass or gold tone. In any case, it did sell for $150. This is a VHS videotape rewinder. It's a Solidex. This one has the auto stop eject feature. And again, I used to sell these quite often. They're usually just $1 or $2 at the garage sales, but every couple of months one sells, and this one sold for $20. This is a pair of brown leather Dunham Aspen men's shoes. Funny, I just went back and pulled these off the shelf and noticed that I don't have a lot of shoes or boots in inventory right now, and I haven't been to a thrift store or Savers on their 50% off days for quite a while. I'll have to stock up here. But these were bought at Savers on a half price day for $4, and they sold for $22. I took a best offer, as I've had these for quite a while. Someone must have had this item on their watch list because it sold within 5 minutes after listing it. It's the plastic housing for the dial lights in the Marantz stereo. I priced it at $20, even though I saw some being sold, or not being sold, but asking $60, and they were made by a 3D printer. And but I hadn't seen one that actually sold for more than $14, so I think I hit the price just right at $20. Another record stand sold today, second day in a row, again for $150. This one was a little cheaper. I only had to pay $10 for this one at a garage sale. And this one had the ribs on the top shelf instead of that perforated one, and it's more of a gold tone color, but $150. These are real high quality VHS tapes for your VCR. I really thought I had something when I found these in an auction box for a couple dollars. They're black magnetite, which in the cassette tape world are very sought after, but VHS tapes just aren't bringing it. I got $20 for these 4 tapes. While picking apart that Marantz stereo for more parts of value, I noticed that the plug on the cord is embossed with the Marantz name. So I clipped it off, offered it up for sale for $20, and it sold same day. This is an Apex digital TV converter box, brand new, never opened. I saw 2 of these together at an auction, and I said to myself, well, I'm not selling these very much. I'm not even going to wait around for these or look for them when they come up for bidding. But I just happened to be near the table, and no one else wanted them either. So I ended up getting 2 brand new Apex converters for $2, along with some other junk. So I priced them accordingly, and this sold for $25. I found this lava lamp a couple years ago at a garage sale for just $5. And it's a little unusual. It's very large. It's from their Aristocrat series. And I didn't see any online at the time, so I priced it at $200 just to throw it up there. And finally put a best offer on it. And after receiving a lot of people kind of dismissing my value on it, telling me I should sell it for much cheaper, and I even have sold it probably 4 times, and the buyers just never paid. So when I received a $100 offer this morning, I was very skeptical, of course, But I accepted as usual, and it only took them about 30 more minutes and they paid for it. So it's finally sold, $100. This little copper lamp is actually a souvenir from the 1933-34 Chicago World's Fair. It's got a little damage to the chimney, crack and some chips, but not in bad shape. It actually, I've had this for quite a while, but I just finally got around to listing it last week. It was in a part of a box lot, and it just sat in the box for a couple of months before I got around to it. And it sold for $60. This is a very heavy wool blend shirt with the green buffalo plaid pattern. It's a vintage Kings Road by Sears. And I found this at a local thrift store for just a couple dollars. I knew it would probably be somewhat collectible, or sought after anyway. So I held out for $60, and it finally sold on Trugether. This is a vintage Carhartt jean jacket with the flannel lining. This must be real vintage, because look at this tag. I've not seen one like that before. This was just a pickup at the local St. Vinny's for about $5, and it sold for $60. This is a Walls brand blizzard proof jacket. It's got this nice faux suede yoke going on the shoulders here. Now this brand is very common out here. I see it all the time. As a matter of fact, I see it so often that I pass it up sometimes. I bought this at the St. Vinny's again, $5, and it sold for $40. This is the vinyl LP version of the motion picture soundtrack for this movie, featuring the hit single Also Sprach Zarathustra. Love that song. This was a great movie. I saw it as a kid in the movie theater. Apparently the end scene was supposed to be like an LSD trip. I wouldn't know. I've never tried that particular chemical. But very good condition. Scenes from the movie in it. This was a $2 pickup at a garage sale over the summer, and it sold for $40. This is a Corning table range. Sort of a fifth burner for your countertop. In the past 3 years, I've probably sold about 4 or 5 of these. And usually you can pick them up at thrift stores for $4 or $5. And this sold for $40. This is the top cover to the Marantz amplifier that I've been parting out. And this sold just a few days after listing it for $40. I sold this Volcom snowboarding jacket last December actually, just a month ago. And it came back for size. It's marked size small, but it's actually more like a large. I didn't really pay attention. I did include measurements, and I had to give a full refund, including shipping both ways, because I didn't want to argue the fact. And she was a little bit irate that I would sell her a large jacket, even though it's obviously marked small, and I did include the measurements. But that sold for $45 back then, and I priced it at $89 this time. And it sold for a best offer of $60, so I should make my money back that way.